contenders. And how the seeding shakes out. Going up against the Bills. All of this Week 15 matchup. Here are.
We appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the day. We reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in stores. First down, Kessler. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Kessler looks to throw on second down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yep. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, Kessler. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's Kessler. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nikel Roby. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Watkins alone on the left side. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 2nd down. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up, look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in. Out on the perimeter or going inside.
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
Here we go. Flex round.
On 3rd down, Taylor. It's complete to the tight end, Bragg. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A gain of 6 there on first.
He may have had some off-season foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Here we go.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills, 38 yards out.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration play could haul it in.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
To return, it's George Atkinson. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Kessler. Coleman has it here right side. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Allen, the man in motion right. Shotgun snap, Kessler. His pass caught at the 4. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Kessler. Surveying the field. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Cody Kessler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And his kick is right through. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Yeldon, the lone running back. Now Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
This is Lasco. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarterback to get up. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They stay on the ground. Lasco again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Flex round! Flex round! Double up! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Now Taylor. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Carpenter knocks it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7 to 6. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll make it 3rd down. 12 yards to go on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Kessler, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Swayze Waters now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Let's go. Ohio.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Lasco. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He completes it to Hunter. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now Taylor on first down. He hits Greg, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And a cutback left and a crease here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Daniel Lasco with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And he puts this one through as the lead. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Kessler will try again on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like
and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have...
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. 53, check 53.
On second down, Kessler. He's going to go for a big play. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down following the run.
Let's go. Blue landed.
Now Kessler throwing on second down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Looking to throw, Kessler. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their big tight end, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Finding time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now it's Taylor. Right side caught by Jackson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 49 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Kessler wants to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. But, all right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. And, oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He hits Gregg, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Lasco. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Taylor to throw on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Now you understand why part of Tyrod Taylor's nickname is mobile. He led the AFC quarterbacks in rushing in 2015, and anyone who thought that he couldn't beat him with his legs, they found out differently.
Taylor will throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Gregg, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Kessler to throw on 3rd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have get rid of the ball, give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Let's go. 3-19.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. Green.
2nd and 10. Here's Kessler again. Gets it to Gordon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Into the red zone now. It's Kessler firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Kessler to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, Kessler. And that is incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now.
They're going on 4th down. Kessler. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. He was looking for Watkins that time. That'll bring up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly. And now a first down following that long gain. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Jackson's got it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Taylor to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor picked off by another Taylor. It's Jamar Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. Corey Coleman, the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 81 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danny Shelton in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now Kessler on 1st down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And quickly, they get to the line. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly. And they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Kessler once more. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Robert Blanton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 82 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Corey Coleman, the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 78 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now, after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he motions the wide receiver. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And some room to maneuver. T.J. Yeldon. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing now, Kessler on first down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Kessler. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a pickup of 14 there, and the Browns are going to have a first down. One receiver left, that's Allen. On 1st and 10, it's Kessler. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first down carry now for Crowell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use. Here, offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, here's Kessler. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
When you execute a drag or crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Lasco. Oh, he shifts past him. Cuts it out here, left sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?